Welcome back. Best of the best practitioners of love and light, the most ethical crew in town. And if you're visiting, welcome to this side of the neighborhood. So, I don't know how long. Has it been 24 hours since I've been here? I do not know. But I've been somewhere for sure. Many places. And as many places it may be, it feels like under the same umbrella, in the same box, to be more accurate. Crazy, huh? To be so many places at once, but like only one place for reals. Now you and I are eating together because I'm multitasking. Because that's the way it goes in real life. I want to practice divination doing regular stuff, you know? The stuff that you do with no shame. Alright. So a night or two ago, 2 nights, my kids and I made pork enchiladas because we ran out of chicken. So that's what I'm having now with a lot of sour cream, just cause life be roughing me up sometimes. And it's checkpoints. Like, come on. You know me. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it's all good. It's fine. Let me tell you a little bit of about what's happening. Life is training me. Oh, angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, my work, and that of our children's. Okay? So, life is training me to be, instead of more agile, and dodge things, to go a different route. You could be so chill for real. You could do it Grandpa's way. Don't need to do that extra stuff in order to dodge stuff. Sometimes it's like, you know, Grandpa, they know how to do the Matrix. Like, it's like slow-mo. They already anticipated almost the unexpected. So it's like, ooh, they say I'm supposed to go over here. You go with the fall. And it's okay. So, that's what life is teaching me, okay? You just go with it. It's okay. And, you know, wonderful, like, unexpected things can come of it. Even, like, the low-key kind. When you think you're, like, not on time, when you think that you're late, when you think that, like, things are going, like, crazy, it's gonna be okay. I realized if for some reason I get fired, it's pushing me to the next thing. Because these things are not, like, oh, I hate my job. Oh, you know, it's not done out of that. It's because, like, I got a lot of stuff that I really need to prioritize. And some things come in unexpected. And even when you expect it, you know, things to come, it's like, whoa, I didn't know there was that much to prepare for. Like, And then you meet people along the way that help, you know, motion through. Like today, lawyer paperwork, like, for real. Continuing on, when I thought I was, like, just about done. Oh, shit, you better think again, honey. And I ran into somebody who, like, he was like, you know, like, when somebody's like, somebody's choking here, does anybody know life, you know, whatever, first aid, CPR. Somebody comes in, Somebody came through for me. Now, I don't know if they are legit because it just came in so randomly, so precise. I don't know, because pay attention to all the other stuff, not just my needs. I mean, so this whole training session has been to teach me to look at other sides rather than the aesthetics of what you really want, because some things can hide within those illusions. Like if you really, really want something, you're not going to question as you normally do. You're not going to observe as you really do. So today I did that. Thank God I did that. So I wasn't, I was still open to it. I was still like measured within my demeanor. But it could be an open door. You don't know. But all I do know is that I'm super uber duper duper nooper duper protected. So anyone that I come across, regardless of what their intentions are, they're going to advance me, whether they like it or not, whether they intend to or not. But you know what? Some part of me believes in these soul ties, very, very bare soul ties, that they know me and I know them, and we get along just fine. Out of these bodies, yeah. Out of these lives, yeah. We're cool. So things are gonna come through just fine. Beautifully, actually. Not just fine. Freaking beautifully. Wonderful. That's what I'm invested in. That's what my divine team is all about. So, I'm good with that, I just realized I'm eating pork right now. And I'm wearing a Dorothy. Somewhere out there, people are having a serious problem with that. Dude, I'm just eating, okay? I ran out of chicken. I like pork for variety. I don't eat hot dogs. I don't eat, I don't know. I'm measured. Anyway, let's get some cards. Let's see what's up. Actually, I want to see, Spirit, what do you have to say about this person that I ran into for help? I mean, that helped me out. Oh, they already know. 4 of Pentacles. I'm hearing independent and they're in their ownership. They take accountability. Very much like good, like because of that, they are their own key to entries. Oh, that's so cool. That's good. That's there's a certain degree of secrecy within that, but they hold that very centered and very aligned, like chakras, upper chakras aligned. Do you see? I don't know why I'm getting that, but the 4 stars, like Spirit's giving them 4 gold stars as far as the alignment of their chakras, their upper chakras. So they're about growth, but there's something a little standoffish about it because of this key to the door. Like there's something there. It's like an outlet, but also an inlet. This one kind of, oh my gosh. Okay, so let's split through. It's a 6 of swords, which is clarity here. And what cut through that is judgment in reverse, resurrection. So I'm getting like they're a descendant of someone. I don't know why I'm getting descendant, whether that is in a hierarchy setting or bloodline. But I'm not supposed to discuss anything further because that's their business, okay? What they're doing was they came here and they're interacting with me like at a crossroads. You see? Oh my gosh, like freaking first aid. What? They're going to trip out. He's going to trip out. Actually, he might be laughing because he knows. There's something in something. I'm not even going to say anything. it's funny because I shook hands with him out of gratitude, but there was a hesitation there. A little bit. A little bit. Because since I made contact, I know people. I'm bound to know them. Oh. Definitely they're descendants, you see? At the legs, they look like children, like grabbing onto the legs. Descendant of someone. Descendant of a great helper. That's... Spirit, can you only let me say things that is safe to say, okay? I don't want to say anything else, because that's his stuff, okay? Oh, you're the High Priestess. Oh, they said I know. I know things. Many a things. Many a places. Many a doing. Many a undoing, too. That's what they're saying. Thanks so much. The angels are insanely... They're incredible. Anyway. To my knowledge, everyone's doing their part in this process of my rising and my development. So, gotta say thank you. Soul to soul. This is the part at the very end where I realized I put in a little too much sour cream. Because the food is diminishing, but the sour cream is still one lump sum. This is good. Because I heard it's like the cream of the crop or something. We have 10 of fire and 1 of fire. 10 of wands, ace of wands. Oh my gosh, I'm a teacher. Teaching a league. Part of a league. Because I always wanted to teach, even young children. And, like what joy that brings, Oh, why does that make me sad? And I don't know why that makes me sad. But I think there are others out there the same way too. I don't know. But I was going to say that it's not for the sake of like the hierarchy or like being in a position of power that's so drastic within the age difference. It's not even that. It's not ever that. It's oh gosh, why am I feeling like this? It's actually quite touching, though, if you really think about it. Some you don't even have to think about it, it just is. But, it's about valuing those that you teach. That, when you do that, you're also opening up yourself to those that you're teaching. So, it's not... Number one, it's an area of like trust and respect, like that open forum. But then there's that part where it's just like you tend to love those that you teach, and so it's like you learn something from them. You learn how to expand your area of receptivity. duh, you know, that's vulnerability in itself, you know. I just wanted to pop up. Oh, it's the Lover's card. It was at the top of the deck. It peeked through. It was in reversal, the way I picked it up anyway. So there's a deep love, you know. It's not always surface level. It's not always, like, so obvious, you know. Because it was positioned, you know, like that, but the way I picked it up was in reversal. So as far as our perception, it's not always, like, so obvious. And even within that setting, especially when there's an age difference, and a hierarchical difference within its presentation, let's say, within the roles that we play, it's still sometimes it's just not obvious, but it's there. So we have the cage and force. So looking at that, you know, it's like, with this many wands here, the way it's positioned is very much like a basket, like we can hold something all together. We're not just showing up just to show up. It's not all like, you know, brawn. There's a purpose behind it, because when we're like that close together and that closely knit, even within that verbiage, it's like weaving a basket. You know, it's very much like, even without the weaving, you still have like a sieve that can help filter through some of that bullshit. And so together, it's like united we stand. And it's a huge responsibility to be able to show up, you know, strong. And yeah, that's what it's saying. So you bring your wand to the table, okay? You bring your wand as like your own magician, right? You bring your own force. The force is with you, but you're bringing in along this little piggy went to market, okay? So we show up all together, and that's the 11th one. That's the ace. Ace standalone, ace together. Excellent. I love it, especially with the Lovers. Like, it's kind of underground within its like very, very, very tribal knowledge, like old ancient, you know, wisdom, you know. It's very much underrated is what they're saying. Yep. The ancients are saying that it's very much underrated, but it's not just special, it's the right stuff is what they're saying. Anyway, that's good. That's what it goes, man. Okay. Next up, Spirit. What's going on? What do you want to tell me? What secrets you have to share with me, Spirit? 7 and 11. What? Oh, shit. This is good. This is good. This is good. What is it, Spirit? It's good. It's done. I just finished my plate. Sans some of that sour cream. It's a lot. We have the Chariot. Moving forward. Getting it together. Both reigns. In fact, this is movement without, like, the extra stuff, like, pulling you forward. We're being pushed forward, holy smokes. We're not being pulled forward. We're being pushed forward. That's why we don't have any reins here. You see that? Pushed forward by not just 11 as in justice, but karma, destiny. Let me tell you this, okay? If this is 11, then it's justice, okay? But it's saying karma down here. But karma ties into the judgment card. So this is like being pushed towards our destiny. Actually, no. They said we are being pushed by our destiny to what's even further. We're already living our destiny. That's what they're saying. But they want us to. Oh, that's so sweet. They want us to see more. They want us to see more of our destiny. It's justice. How crazy is that? Oh, you know that Short Circuit, the movie? It's like eyes, you know, of the robot. Also owl eyes. This is something like alien, like extraterrestrial, like owl type. Let me blow my nose. Crazy. I still got stuff to do. It's 2:18. Okay. Okay, so anything else you want to say about this spirit? Hey, I was working with my hands, too, on the energy. That's what that person is doing. It's not playtime, it's practice time. But then when we actually engage in practice time, they say that they said to call it playtime. So we don't stress out, you know? Yeah, that's what they're saying. Interesting. There's something famish about this. Why famish? Something about starving, like a strong desire, a strong appetite to move forward. But there's also fame coming out of that. Oh my gosh, I'm about to be famous. I think I already am. I'm pretty sure I already am. But like on the outskirts. Not in the underground, only in the underground. On the outskirts. But this is like within the locality or something. There's something. Why is it like two buzzers? Like there's V and T, those initials, at his center. Or her center. Interesting. There's 4 medallions here now. 4 talisman. Oh my gosh. I'm so protected. 4 talismans. Like Wheel of the Year, Destiny on each side. You know, that's like the 4 corners. That's all 4 directions. All, you know, the 4 elements. And the 5th element is within. For sure. I have my own talisman. Ooh, I feel like I'm the world's talisman. Like the... I don't know why they're saying that. But that's what they're saying. Do you want to say something about me being a talisman? Because it's just somebody, like, it's more than just this world. There is something more to it than that. Tell me more about me being my talisman self. Spirit. Okay. There's more that came from my 8 of Swords. Power Shield. What's going on here? Oh. Talisman. Oh, I'm a safe haven. You know, I hold, like, I hold people in limbo, almost. That's what they're saying. That's my role. Holding people in limbo. Kind of like calming them down, telling them down. Like witness protection program, transition type of thing. Like, you know, and power shield. Is that right? Is there anything more that you want to say about that? Elaborate? Oh, there was a whole thing on the top. That was a huge story on elaborating. We'll see about with these 2 cards. Oh, 3 cards. 9 of Pentacles, the Zenith. 8 of Pentacles, the Mountain. And the Devil card. What? Yeah. This limbo is meant to provide sustenance, like a calming period, so that in the interim, while people are doing their work, okay, because there's this on aggro in their lives, something keeping them chained. So me being a talisman, it serves them a right to it's like, juveniles almost, when they get into trouble, there's some kind of like program that holds them accountable to see the benefits package of stabilizing and getting shit correct, and finding that stability where you can trust other people, but you can certainly trust in yourself and your abilities to hold strong and gain sustenance and find that happiness again in your abilities alone. Whereas on the other side, they're seeing the contrast of it, the purpose of why it's there. There's things that are like kind of haunting them, that are like teasing them, coercing them, enticing them. A certain entity by many faces that think that they believe that they already have the one up on us, that they are going to trick us. I'm speaking within this factor phase of those that are within the limbo that I'm kind of responsible for. I mean, everybody's responsible for their own selves, but these are those that I'm teaching. That's what they're saying. Yeah. I mean, the High Priestess came out. Like, come on. For sure. Father of Fire. Okay, so King of Swords. I'm sorry. King of Wands. King of Swords. And Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is about teaching. Even like those that are already like well established, they're a charm to have. They're highly networked. Yeah, but they somehow come to me to learn about the ways of the sword at its maximum. Dude, that's interesting. So even kings that come up to me, like those that are king status, they still have something to learn from me. Not just because I'm a different suit within like Cavalry, but and Chivalry, but also the fact that I have a strong divine feminine within that force of combat. That the receptivity may seem vulnerable when it comes to the art of war, but as a divine feminine within this suit of swords, it's like you don't always have to put in the work, like being aggro about it. There's something more about not being the like first one to punch. Like if somebody's gonna set the tone that is outside of the ones that you set, that's because I'm so firm and clear about it. They're speaking within their own intent. So when we say that how do I say it? When they set the tone outside of what we already established, we know that's very much intended upon. There was no mistake about that. So that way we can gauge the characters that are on the field and those that follow them, and how to navigate through that kind of energy. So there's that. Okay. I mean, this is also saying that we hold like our thought processes are very much well managed. How we speak is very well well put. Yeah. We understand the nuances, and because of the great ability that we have, we didn't have it just from the practice of speaking, but also listening. So as far as the King of Wands is concerned in here, it plays a huge role within that listening. It's being able to read the room, receptivity, listening. So when you look at the wand energy, your spirit is so alive and eager to get to know others, to get to know self. But then there's a certain calmness in allowing for that to happen, a pause within that phase. Like your spirit is imbued with this kind of energy that knows when to calm itself in order to open up for playtime. That's what they're saying. Somebody doesn't want me to say this. All right. Okay, oh my goodness, fine. 9 of Swords and 6 of Wands, the screen, and Faith. So, this is discerning within the calm. That's what, it's just reiterating what we just talked about. And what fell down there was 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and Page of Swords in reverse. So there's people falling out of focus because they just got out of like some wreckage of 10 of Swords. Like, come on, you weren't laying at people's feet. You were like, people were standing on you still, like on your grave, and like shitting on it basically. But people who do that kind of like aggro stuff, they have to live with that for the rest of their lives, Even when they forgive themselves, they know that that's what they did. And so if you're on the other end of the recipient side, it's like that stuff has already passed away. So it's almost like a non-issue. When people are focusing their and there's a dual energy to this, because this is like the limbo phase of those that are going through something that they just like got out of that was bad. They're at the brunt of it. So overall, this is a disengagement by all parties. Like, no one's invested in that energy once it happens. I don't know, I'm getting like the walk of shame, but within the thought process. Let me see here. 9 of Cups. Okay. So I think that's the only resolution there, is to like all of them to disengage in order to find, the 9 of Cups. What makes one truly happy? Is this stuff? Is this dynamic, like by contrast? Anything that contributes to it in its like direct form. I mean, it's a rainbow mirror. I mean, it's a Heyoka way. That's a rainbow crystal Heyoka way of looking at things. I don't know. That's what I'm told. Like a crystal child. Yeah. When they say, break it up, that's what they're saying. Very good reason for that. Okay. Closing comments, Spirit. Anything else that you want to say? I'm going to cut the deck to 5 of Swords in reverse. Fear. Yep. No longer having any fear of any consequences maybe arising from that. Oh, we have 5 of Fire too. 5 of, the struggle. What we just said. Master number 55 here too. Top of the deck is Brother of Water. So that's Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so like not everybody's gonna be like hurrah, hurrah for you, but like it don't matter. You know. We give love to ourselves. I mean, that's the whole process of this whole thing. Okay, one more cut into this 8 of Wands. The communication is correct. Like ping, pong, ping. Pong, ping, pong. Yeah. It's like Klinko. You always wish it to go into like, even if it's not you, you always wish it to come into like something abundant. Klinko. Klinko. And right behind that, 9 of Wands. Eye of Fire. Seeing things. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take like a 10-minute nap. And then maybe I'll do a part B with the bananagrams. For right now, I am kind of tired. And it's okay. So now that this reading is officially over, at least part A, side A, now that this reading is officially over, upon closing all portals, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations with their appropriate karmas due. Thanking you for your time, thank you for your respect on my time, my space, my energy, my work, and that of our children's. In light and love, I help you initiate the sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close all portals now.